Hi foodies, how are you? I do hope you've been enjoying the holiday season. I was so sick for a while, but thank you so much for your patience and your messages. I am recovering, and I'm gonna try posting some more videos this week and next week, okay? So today I'm sharing with you some Sorrel-Honey roasted chicken. In the bowl here I have soy sauce, and then I just added some honey. Then I'm adding some oil. You can use avocado oil or, whatever your favorite oil is. And then here I'm adding some green seasoning and lots of ginger. The green seasoning is a blend that we use in the Caribbean a lot. It's got, like parsley and onion, garlic, scallion and thyme. Everything will be in the description box below the video, so please remember to open that up and check it out. Now I'm adding some hoisin sauce. If you have oyster sauce, you could use that instead. Then some dry, powdered seasoning. And then I'm going to add some sorrel. This is already mixed with the sugar and the spices and everything straight from my fridge. Now all we need to do is just mix this marinade together, and then the chicken is going to soak in this flavorful liquid for at least 24 hours. I'm using a whole chicken where I, butterflied it or, spatchcocked it. So I took out the backbone, and you could do chicken thighs or, chicken sections if you prefer, like some leg quarters. But I have the whole chicken here. I opened it up, so it's going to bake really nicely, and it's going to soak up all the flavor because I pricked the flesh of the chicken. You can use a metal skewer or a small knife. Just try not to prick the skin. So you can go under the skin, and then you just want to push this down into the marinade. And then I ended up switching to a Ziploc bag, guys, because I wanted to be able to, let the chicken soak for several hours. And then I just flip it over when I'm going to bed. So here we are, guys. I switched it to large Ziploc bag. So it's going to be sitting on one side for several hours. And then right when I'm going to bed, I'll flip it so that the other side will get soaked into that marinade. The next day, you want to lay that chicken with the skin side up on parchment paper or aluminum foil on a baking tray. You could use a baking dish if you prefer, but I preferred to use the baking tray today. And I'm going to be baking this at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 50 to 60 minutes. Now for basting the chicken, you could use my sorrel glaze recipe, or you could do what I'm doing here. In the pan, I have the leftover marinade, and then I'm going to add some extra sorrel. But to the sorrel, I'll be adding some cornstarch just to thicken up things a bit. So sorrel in my hand, I'm just gonna mix in that cornstarch. Then I'll add that to the pan. Now remember that that marinade was sitting on the raw chicken. So in order to make it safe to eat, we are going to bring it up to a boil, then let it simmer for about 10 minutes, just a low simmer. And I just added some brown sugar, but you could add some honey if you prefer. So even though that chicken is going to be in the oven for about 50 minutes to an hour, you're going to take it out every 15 minutes or every 10 minutes, brush on that sorrel glaze or sorrel sauce. If you want to flip the chicken halfway through the cooking process, that's fine. Or you could just use tongs, lift it, brush the marinade underneath it, do what you're comfortable with. But make sure you keep basting this every 10 to 15 minutes. And here we are, guys. This is 50 to 60 minutes in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. If you want to grill this, you could actually grill this. You could put it on the barbecue if you wanted to, but I used my oven and this came out great. If you want to, you could actually try this for your New Year's Eve dinner if you're cooking at home, or you could try it later on in the year. But we enjoyed every bit of this deliciousness. Remember to check the description box below for the ingredients. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.